What's up, savages? You know what today is? It's Savage Talk, aka time to get down to the nitty gritty. I don't know what the fuck the gritty means. I know grits suck. Let's begin. Woo! We're into the swing of things, boys. Moved in. Everything's looking good, minus this, which looks like shit. Moving forward, and this. I have no idea where my laundromat is. Apparently, what I thought was a storage unit is actually hookups for the dry cleaner, so that's a thing. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop into this. If you guys don't know what Savage Talk is, I basically answer your questions. We get to mash up. We get to become one. I try to feedback, really answer everything you guys have for me. Anyways, moving forward. Whew. Volume FPS. What was your last job that didn't involve gaming? Not evolve. Evolve gaming would be something else. But what was it? So, alright. Last year, at this time, well, actually, no. Last year in August, I was working at a fucking kids farm, right? So the kids farm was basically, I would help out around. So I gave hayrides, right? Which I have one funny story with a hayride. I would weed eat all day. I remember there was this day where Pablo, so in Virginia, there's like a bad problem with illegal immigrants, right? So people, especially farmers, will buy Spanish people in a weird way, not like a slave, but pay Spanish people. I worded that like a jackass, doesn't matter, moving forward. So they pay Spanish people very, very little money, and Spanish people just work their fucking ass off, so they're good people. But anyway, so I had like multiple illegal immigrants being my boss on said farm and living in a double wide. I think there was like, I don't know, 10 Spanish people in there, but I remember there was this one day, Tuesday came, it was a Tuesday, I'll never forget. Tuesday came, and Pablo was just like, I was like, hey, what do I need to do? And he goes, just hands me a fucking weed eater. I was like, what do you want me to do with this? And he just points, like, doesn't give me, like, what to do. He just fucking points to, like, an area. And I'm like, specifics, man? And he's like, there. And I'm like, fucking hell. All right, so anyway, so here's a little funny story. So, God, I still can't believe it. It's so funny. So on this hayride, it was like a really shitty one, but I drove a mean tractor, right? And I like quizzed the kids, okay? Because like kids from school and stuff would go there. So I would quiz these little fuckers to see who would be my captain of the hayride, right? And like I wanted a leader. You know, I like to establish dominance as early as possible in kids. Give them a nice little God complex in case their parents suck moving forward. So anyways, so I'm getting all these little kids on. And this kid asked me, hey, are we going to see any, like, gorillas? And I'm like, oh, there's actually a couple there. And, you know, just messing around with it. And I'm like, I have, like, this weird thing at the time where I couldn't differentiate between talking to, like, parents or, like, 7-year-olds. So, like, I was, like, still, like, talking, like, oh, yeah, we might see one of those, right? And the parent, oddly enough, was like, oh, are we really going to see, like, gorillas? And I thought she was, like, playing along with me. And I was like, yeah, there's a couple there. We got them right around turn 7. And she was like, I thought they weren't indigenous to this area. But then again, like, Washington, D.C. has them, too. And I was like, they're not, like, actual fucking gorillas. She thought we, like, owned gorillas. What a dumb bitch. Moving forward. All right. Curtis Peck fan. Or Curdy Peck fan. Anyways, moving forward. When are you going to do some more Dirtcraft with Hova and Speedy? That's going to happen as soon as humanly possible, my man. I've been working on my place. I've got 2 sky bridges coming in super hot. Super fucking hot. It's a good thing. Next. Routine snail. Are you 7 inches soft? No, I'm about 1.5 depending on the blood flow that day. Flow? I cast it all day. I suck. Next one. Aaron the Asian. Stuck on a deserted island. Would you rather have a gun with 10 bullets or a knife? Knife. 100% of the way. A gun is like, okay, sure, I'm good to go. Granted, you know, like, a gun's like instant satisfaction, right? There's a lot more things I can do with a knife. Like, I can whittle a spear with a knife. I can basically cut off some bark with a knife, get some flint, start building fires that way. I can actually even attach it to the end of a stick and jab into the water and fish that way. A gun, I can shoot fish, but I got 10 bullets, and then after that, I can save one for when I don't get found and I blow my brains out, right? Like, that's really my only option. So a knife is much more versatile, and it's also a lot better fit, believe it or not, on a deserted island. Yeah, take that shit. Wait, I just did this one. Did I open up 2 of these? Oh, Mrs. Hova, you're lucky. What is the first word you'll teach your child? I don't plan on having kids for a long time. Knock on wood. I don't know what the first word will be. Probably dad. I'm a big enough egomaniac to where I think his first word should be dad because I'm going to be cooler than the mom. I mean, look at me, you know? I got the long hair-ish right now. It's starting to come in, right? I get the beard. By then, it'll be like, I'm going to be like Gandalf. He's going to love me. He's probably going to hate Lord of the Rings, but he's going to fucking love me, that little bastard. What exactly do I do at my new job? Matthew Peters. All right. So, technically, I am the esports administrator here. Is weird little fuzz bullshit going on here. So, I am the esports administrator / commentator / something that's secret. We can't do the secret, but that doesn't matter. So, really what I do is, like, there's a lot of formatting for rules that go down. There's a lot of things where pauses and all this other shit that you guys know nothing about Smite, which I'm going to be doing later on for you as like an intro. But, you know, there's a lot of rules that have to go through. And one of the main things I'm doing right now is I've created the schedule and format for both our North American regional event, our European regional event, and our World Championship. One of the best ways. So the dicey thing with MOBAs, which is a lot different from the FPS scene, is pool play, right? Pool play is always there, but the difference here is time, right? You can have a 4-way tie in a MOBA, and that means it's a nightmare. You can have a 3-way tie. You can have the same thing in an FPS, but you can end it relatively quick with like a search and destroy, or in Halo, a team slayer, right? Like, and in Halo, one of the things that we used to do was like a 5-minute tiebreaker, right, amongst the teams. And the person who won twice would get the number 1 seed. The person who went 1-0 would do another number 2, right? We saw a 3-way tie at COD Champs as well. So that takes into consideration. So when you look at it, you can't have a traditional pool play that way. You have to kind of do it how X Games does, which is actually the GSL style. So it's like a bracket inside of a pool play. Okay, so there's like a lot of that stuff. So I do a lot of that crunching as well as in-house casting. My job right now has been controlling the YouTube, making sure the tags and everything are good, making sure content's good, and building up players more and more and more. Now, obviously, you have to have the right assets. Everyone has to be there. So there's times where, you know, I can't get something done because I have to wait on other people, which is something that I am not used to because I'm used to doing it myself. But, you know, it's a big learning curve. But the main thing right now that I've been focusing on is casting, right? I've had, let's see, I moved here the 2nd. I played the game like 2 days before I started traveling all the time. The whole month of August I was out of town. So I've basically had, I moved here the 2nd. I started the 3rd. It is now the 14th. I've had 11 days. Of that 11 days, I didn't have internet. I was on an extended stay until the 2nd. Until this Monday, until the 9th, and then I didn't have internet until Wednesday. So learning's been a fucking nightmare. But that's first order of business. Other than that, I'm catching up. All right. Esports fanboy, Scumpy fanboy. Make up your mind. Are you an esports fanboy or are you a Scumpy? Moving forward. Dill pickles or sweet pickles? Both suck dick. Pickles suck. What is my favorite season? I have 2. And there's both the same reason. So my favorite weather, period, is hoodie and shorts. That's it. Sweatshirt and shorts are my ideal weather. Also, that means in comes the flannel. You can go jeans and a flannel. You can go hoodie and shorts. It's the exact same amount of warmth. I think it's the best. I also think it's the prettiest, right? So fall is like everything's falling down. You get the discoloration. Everyone's happy. There's pumpkins. I used to fucking hate Halloween. Now it's kind of grown on me. But yeah, that's what I like about the fall, right? The weather's perfect, everything's good. And then spring's like everything's starting to come back to life. Everyone's happy. Fuck the cold, no more cold. I don't have to worry about it. Things are coming back to life. You get that energy. You're like, yes, I'm not fucking erect nipples and small cock when I walk out of the door because it's not 4 degrees. Yeah, take that shit to the bank, bitch. How is the new job going and how are you picking up the game? Well, scumbag Hades. One, thank you for the question. I think it's very nice of you to ask. Job's going awesome. Picking up the game's taking... it's difficult mainly just because I haven't had internet in my new place until this Wednesday, like I already said before. So, everything besides that, everything besides casting is going fucking awesome, right? I'm still just a fucking nightmare at casting. So, anyways, next, I'm in your backpack. Oh, really? I have 2 of them. So which one? Is it my Jansport or is it my Swiss Army one? I suck. How do you feel about living in Georgia where a lot of zombie events are started in the books, films, etc.? I fucking love it. Illinois was basically a landfill for me. I was basically in the Stone Age. I went from like no reason to leave my house, and when I did leave my house, there was nothing to I have like everything around me. I have 2 movie theaters within like fucking 8 miles. Fuck yeah, man, I love movies. Have no money to do that right now until my first paycheck, but I fucking love it, right? So I really like Atlanta. This is the first time where, obviously, one, this is a much better place than my last place, but this is, I grew up in like a more rural area, and this obviously isn't rural, but it's still really, really nice. Next one. We're going to do a couple more here, boys and girls, and then we're going to wind it down. Where do you see esports in the next 5 to 10 years? Or your thoughts on whether esports should be classed as a sport or not? Ooh, you're getting crazy. Number 1, okay? It's not a sport. It should have never been called an esports. It should have never been any of that, okay? I agree that we needed a terminology, but it did not need to be called esports, okay? I was against it for the longest time. I just embraced it because that's what everyone decided to accept was the right thing to call it, and now we have a thing. It's all called esports. Now, are we athletes? No. We're not athletes. No one's an athlete. You need to stop it. I'm just going to move on from that. It should be called professional gaming, and the reason why I say that is because when we're in this bubble, okay, we're in like a bubble of esports. Everyone who's involved in the culture is like, oh, it's trending. People are, look at the viewership. Everything's going according to plan, right? That's not, like, the general public doesn't know fucking shit, right? When I talk to my friends, my family, everyone who's known it for the longest time, when I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm the esports administrator, they're like, what the fuck is... What the fuck? Right? Like, that's their take on it, right? Like, it's better to say, oh, yeah, I'm a YouTube personality, right? Done. Everyone knows that right away. But no one knows what esports is, and that's because it's such a weird term. It should be called professional gaming. If every time I bring up esports, it's like, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, professional gaming. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I've heard about that, right? So it's like on the cusp. Maybe esports will become an accepted name, but the general public had a hard, like, cheerleading is more widely known than esports, right? And cheerleaders try to push for their shit to be a sport. And everyone's like, fuck you, that's not a sport, right? So us saying like, oh yeah, we're athletes, we're a sport, is like the exact same thing. I think we should just be happy that we have our little culture and some people are able to make a living off of it and it just continues to grow. That's what I think. I can't wait to hear the feedback on that. That's going to be funny. Sicko Games. Thoughts on Floyd Mayweather making $888,889 a minute in last night's fight? Holy shit. It's fucking nuts. He's a beast, bro. He's a fucking beast. He's a beast. We're going to hit a rapid fire here. I have no idea what these questions are, but I really want to just get it all out. So, how tall are you? 5'11". Next! Would you fight Floyd Mayweather for a quarter of what he made last night? Yes, absolutely. I think anyone would. I would have no problem getting my ass kicked for that kind of money moving forward. What does it take for a game to become an esport? One, for it to not suck. Two, to have a casual fan base. Three, it needs to be simple yet complex for the pro player, right? That's the trifecta. And then game-wise, that's like what the developer needs to worry about the masses having. Then game-wise, what they need to have, spectator, ranks, and a game that's consistent. As long as it's consistent, everything is fine. Whew. We're going. Favorite NFL team? I'm more of a hockey guy. Fantasy football really ruined it. If I had to pick, it would either be the Redskins because of DC and where I grew up, or the New England Patriots. And I know right now everyone's like, oh, fuck you, Tom Brady's a faggot. And it's like, one, Tom Brady's married to a smoking hot chick who makes a lot of money. Two, my parents are from Rhode Island, so I kind of like get to bandwagon off of them a little bit. Fantasy football killed it for me, man. Next. If I wanted to work in the gaming industry, where should I start? By the way, team name or riot? Sorry about the team name or riot. I guess you're going to riot. But if you wanted to start, go to school. Go to school. Graphic design right now would be a hot seller. Next. If you could go back in time to 11 years old, knowing everything you know, what would you do and what would you change? I would leave. Actually, I'm going to make this a video. I am going to promise you, right there, Mr. RX Dark Chris, that I will have a video about this, and I will call it a video to younger me. All right? Just for you. Because that's a damn good fucking question. Stegosaurus, would you rather have hair for teeth or teeth for hair? What the fuck does that mean? Hair for teeth? Teeth for hair? I think if I had hair for teeth, I couldn't eat, right? That would make me like a vegan. Like I could only eat some things. Avocados are on the list, right? Fruits on the list, definitely. Make some grasses, depending on if I had molars, which I wouldn't. So grass is off. So basically anything that's not... Well, I guess I could swallow things whole. Don't get your fucking head out of the gutter. How dare you? But I don't like that at all. I think teeth for hair would be more badass, because then I can, right? Like, I can get into a fight, grab onto dude's arms, and smash his head in, and then he's just fucking out. So, teeth for hair it is. Teeth for hair. What was your... Oh, damn, I really did a lot of those. I really like that question, apparently. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, every Sunday before noon Eastern-ish, something like that, I do this. So if you want your questions answered, or you have something that you want to figure out, or you need a video idea, just tweet it at me, or just leave it in the comments of this. As always, I love you, but I don't love you. Take it easy. So much talking today. I just want to watch Doctor Who.